I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you're in a blue city that's fixing to get the National Guard sent in to crack down on crime, and your first reaction is, oh, you're going to run up there and get your little piece and run out in there and try to push back against them and fight back and say, this is war and this is that, let me be the first to tell you, there will be no golden casket or George Floyd treatment for you. Okay? Like, I know you watched the news the last few years and you saw what the Democrats did for George Floyd, and they knelt in the Capitol Rotunda and put the little kente cloths around their necks and sang, we shall overcome, and cried and wailed and did this whole shebang and thing for him and got him all this attention, right? They are not going to do that for you. Let me tell you why. The Democrat Party is devious and they're evil because every so often what they'll do is they'll pick someone to win essentially the minority lottery, right? And that's going to be their new figurehead for the next couple years, right? And they'll go all out for that person, right? They're not going to do that for you because I'll tell you this, if there's one thing the BLM movement actually did do, it was encourage more police officers and more police departments to wear body cameras. And guess what that did? It caused them to be exonerated in many cases. So essentially what's going to happen is they're going to catch you out there running around in the streets, acting a fool in 4K, and you're going to get prosecuted and locked up where you belong to be. And that's assuming you don't get smoked yourself just for going out there and being so dumb in the first place. And you're going to be sitting there looking all crazy saying, oh, you wonder why you didn't get the George Floyd treatment. You know why? It's because the whole country is honestly tired of this racism garbage, this racism crap that we have to hear 24/7 that we've been listening to for the last decade plus. We're sick of everything being called racist by people who want to point their finger at anybody but themselves. So before you run out in the streets in Chicago or any other blue city that's fixing to get what's coming to them, just know there's not going to be any golden casket treatment for you.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your man Wise. We got to talk about it, man. We got to talk about it because these folks out in Chicago are almost daring the president to send the Guard out there. They're almost daring. Now, I know a lot of you guys think that the National Guard is a bunch of weekend warriors, and they may be that right now, but a lot of these guys are prior military, current police officers. A lot of these guys are. There's a few of them that are college students because, you know, this is a way that they're going to pay for college, but a lot of them served in the military already in one of the major active branches, or they're current police officers right now. I got these clips to share with you guys. Let's get into it. Like, share, subscribe.
Well, y'all talking about Mariah DeSantis. Oh, fuck, shawty. Oh, yeah, they outside for real.
It's happening, and it needs to happen. Now, of course, mainstream media has put it out there and was like, oh, Trump declared war on Chicago. No, he didn't. He actually declared war on crime in Chicago. Now, if the shoe fits, wear it.
Everybody talking about this Chicago and National Guard beef, man. Let me clear this up for y'all. In this video right here, y'all need to watch this video of Trump. It's more than likely going to pop up at the bottom. If not, search it at the top. Let's move on. Trump said he's not going to war with Chicago. Stop saying that he's going to war with Chicago. He said he's going to clean up the city. So these people can stop doing what they're doing. They can stop being murders, stop being robberies. He's going to clean the city up. That's what he's going to do. Now let's talk about that National Guard situation that everybody's talking about. Because I seen a creator that got on here and said, yo, if you come out here, well, people not going to give up. And then when he got all the backlash, he made another video saying, that's not what I meant. Of course, the National Guard and the U.S. Army is going to win. Bro, stop contradicting yourself.
But this is the clip that he's talking about.
Are you going to work to make DC? You say that, darling. That's fake news. I don't go to defend. Listen. Be quiet. Listen. You don't listen. You never listen. That's why you're second grade. We're not going to war. We're going to clean up our cities. We're going to clean them up so they don't kill 5 people every weekend. That's not war. That's common sense.
Absolutely. It's not war. It's common sense. The sad part about it is you got a lot of folks that are like, oh, man, he's coming to black communities to take black folks out. No. He's going into the cities to make it safe for the law-abiding citizens that live in these communities. And a lot of people are 1,000% on board with this. Even if that means you got to have National Guard walking through certain sections of the city to keep people peaceful and safe in those communities, even if it means that.
Yeah, this is my warning. See, I'm getting ready for everything that's about to come. And when it comes, it's going to pull because I'm not playing with you. I don't give a who you are. I've been practicing. I'm ready. I'm ready for all things. I got drones. I got everything. I'm ready. I'm ready.
I'm not going to lie. Old school looks like he's in shape. He looks like he has on, I don't know if that's a real bulletproof vest or not, but he looks like he's in, pretty good physical condition. But come on, bro.
And I'm ready to put my life on the line to get rid of all these bullshitting ass, racist ass people that's in here thinking that they can deal with us. I'm gonna show them what we can do. I'm gonna show you what I can do.
Well, why won't you send that same energy towards the criminals in your community out there in Chicago? Y'all real big and bad on the internet, talking tough to the president, talking tough about the National Guard, but y'all got all types of foolery going on in your communities, and I haven't seen any of you all step up to stop the violence that's going on in your communities, to make it safe. So the Guard and the president, they don't have to send folks out there.
And so you bet I can tell you, I'm a fly with drones. I know how to set them up like it ain't nothing. Okay? So I learned the area. I learned how to sneak and creep and all that shit on your ass. Because I'm going to tell you like this now. I'm tired of it. And y'all can go for that shit, but I'm not. It's time to get y'all bulletproof vests and stop playing. We'll get y'all some weapons. Because it's time to put up a shut up. Because it's too much of the shit hanging and all this shit. We're going to stop.
Bro, you too old to be acting like that. That's somebody's daddy. That's somebody's grandfather. He looks old enough to be somebody's great-grandfather. Bro, you're too old to be acting like that. Goodness gracious. And you wonder why we have the issues that we have right now. And stop it. You are entirely too old for that. You're supposed to be a positive example, not a negative example to these young folks.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Chicago. I'm talking to Chicago residents specifically. I know everybody in this tussle about Trump bringing the National Guard or whatever, but y'all know how bad it is here. And it's like everybody must have forgot What happened in 2020? If y'all forgot, let me remind you. This right here. I took this picture going to the grocery store. I was going to the grocery store. Y'all know the grocery store right there on Canal in Roosevelt, Jewel. I was going there to get a few things. We were in the middle of the pandemic. But they had called the National Guard then because of all of the looting and destroying the businesses, and these kids was out of control. It was in the middle of the pandemic. I don't know why I don't get off into all that political mumbo jumbo. I'm not on either side. I ain't no Trump supporter. I ain't no none of that. But at the end of the day, you live here. You know how bad it is here. CPD do not care. CPD, they got these new laws now that they can't even, really arrest nobody.
Yeah, and it's not CPD. It's not that CPD don't care. They're handcuffed by the mayor. This comes from City Hall in Chicago.
It's not, it really ain't nothing for them to do. They like some, what do you call crossing guards, really? They didn't put all these laws in place where CPD can't do nothing. They like just some crossing guards. That's all they are. So yeah, I'm not against them. Bring them on. It's all these smash and grabs going on now. All these kids jumping on cars. It's just terrible. Bring them.
Yeah, and this is a lady that would consider herself, I guess, an independent. And she's not for either side, but she lives in the city and she knows that the city is crazy. It's wild out there.
The National Guard is now officially in Chicago, Illinois. Now, there's a lot of videos floating around. I've seen videos, they got YNs on rooftops. And all I'm saying is, our military nowadays, it ain't like back in the day. You have to understand, from what we're hearing out here, these soldiers can't even do 20 push-ups. These soldiers, they look flimsy. So all I'm saying is, y'all keep it peaceful. I don't want to hear nobody got hurt. And y'all stay your ass in the house, man.
They did lower the standards in the military, but hey, the standards are now, coming up. PT tests and things of that nature are back in full effect. And yeah, those guys that are grunts, those people, that are, doing those rucks and all this other kind of stuff, yeah, they're going to be fine. They're going to be fine.
Chicago's in shambles right now. I wake up and I see the news, and yesterday there's thousands of protesters against Trump coming here, against the National Guard, calling it a fascist USA dictator. I mean, I don't know. It's like the people of this city don't get it. They don't get it. They're telling them, turn them around, turn the troops around, don't come here. I mean, do they not understand? Like, people are getting killed here. Every single weekend, people are getting wounded. People are getting killed senselessly.
Okay.
It's scary to see. It's scary to see. It's playing out like a movie. And that is why they call us Gotham City, because we got people driving around thinking that they're untouchable. These gangs, right? They think they're untouchable. They're literally saying, the National Guard, they can't take us. Chicago's built differently. Like, what, do you guys not understand that the United States Army, the United States military is like no joke? Do you think that they're afraid of you?
No, the United States military is definitely not afraid. But I understand the bravado of these young people. I get it. The mayor, City Hall, the aldermen out there in Chicago have basically handcuffed the police. They allow these people to just do whatever. Even if they do get arrested, they're right back out in the streets in no time. Yeah, this is what it is. So I get the bravado. I understand why they're out there, talking real tough like that. Because they hadn't had any real pushback other than from each other. But there hadn't been, any real pushback from law enforcement in a lot of these communities in quite some time. And what we know about the police's job isn't to be proactive. They're reactive. They get there after something has happened. And the goal of the National Guard is to be proactive, to keep things from happening. Hey, we talked about it yesterday. That's a lot of the reason why, these mayors, these city council folks, they don't want the Guard out there, because it's going to mess up the money. And it's going to mess up the crime, ecosystem that everybody eats off of.
Well, y'all talking about Mariah DeSantis. What the fuck, shawty? Oh, yeah, they outside for real.
I don't claim to know everything, but I do know this. Chicago is not DC. Mark my words, Chicago is not DC. I have been there. I know these people, and Chicago is not DC. This is going to be a shit show.
The National Guard is now officially in Chicago, Illinois. Now, there's a lot of videos floating around. I've seen videos, they got YNs on rooftops. And all I'm saying is, our military nowadays, it ain't like back in the day. You have to understand, from what we're hearing out here, these soldiers can't even do 20 push-ups. These soldiers, they look flimsy. So all I'm saying is, y'all keep it peaceful. I don't want to hear nobody got hurt. And y'all stay your ass in the house, man.
Chicago's in fucking shambles right now.
I don't know what people think that this is, or if they think that the Trump administration is playing games or bluffing or just making a show or trying to show force, and if this is just some kind of, charade that he's putting on or whatever. But he's not playing, bro. They not playing. Y'all better learn from what happened with these illegal migrants and how they was grabbing them up. They should have been. What people don't understand is that DC's crimes and crime rate was exponentially higher than it was in Chicago and Los Angeles. I believe both combined when you compare per capita. This is not a game. This is not something that people should be playing with.
The average slow person, dumb nigga, that it's really not a killer, just hop out. You understand, you said switches and all this. With a switch, you hop out and just swing it and do anything. The police, the army, these people are trained for months and months, years and years of shooting, combat, accuracy, just lining shit up. And especially you got different levels of, I don't know the levels of it, but I know that it's different levels as far as somebody that's shooting every blue moon. Chicago person, the people in the street, you said you're not Los Angeles, DC, should be something like them, because it's really a shame what we're doing in Chicago for our people. It's like people really glorifying what's going on, and in reality, it really sucks. When you sit back and look at the losses and the clown stuff, you got you niggas with no sense that swinging them switches and hitting kids and hitting old ladies and hitting babies and hitting innocent bystanders, gang. 9 times out of 10, people don't even hit the target. People hit people that's in the way, had nothing to do with it. So with that being said, you don't even know what you're doing, gang. Y'all don't know what y'all doing, bro. You can't. The army, when they go to war, it's bullets being thrown, it's bombs, it's this, it's that. You got to be able to duck, run for cover. Like, that stuff is real. People not really doing that in Chicago, gang. You people was hopping out and catching people lacking. That's a difference, man. The average person is not shooting back, shooting at a target that's shooting back, that's swinging back. The people in Chicago is shooting at people that's have no weapon to defend themselves to even do anything. 9 times out of 10, a lot of people, when some shots fire at somebody, you got some people, don't get me wrong, there's some people in the right, there's some people that been in the field that know how to run for cover, how to move, how to do this, but the average person doesn't know how to do that. Chicago is not ready. Y'all not ready for the Army, y'all not ready for the National Guard, y'all not ready for none of that. Y'all can play tough and play gangster and act like that with each other. Killing a nigga that's sitting in the car lacking, riding and shoot the car up and do all that. You're not ready for a tank coming up your block or people that's coming suited and booted with helmets and all that. You can act like you really want that smoke, or y'all can act like y'all go. Man, listen, man, it's not gonna be a win. If that man sending people into Chicago, it's over with. That's just like saying in these other countries, right? Africa, all these other, when they got, they have the army protecting their land or whatever's going on. Do you know the army is running everything, running control everything? Y'all don't even watch these movies, man. Y'all don't see the people that live in these villages or these countries or these places running anything. Why? Because they not ready. They not ready for what's coming. You can't beat. Y'all, first of all, y'all don't have, what you got? A drum, 2 sticks, a regular clip, a standard clip. Like, stop it. Y'all not loaded. The average person is not loaded. Not loaded like that. Nigga got a box of bullets, 2, 3 boxes. These people gonna come prepared and ready to do whatever they have to do. If that man say make a disaster, if all the people that playing hard-headed and act like this what they want, then guess what? They're gonna do what they gotta do, and nobody gonna be able to stop that. So y'all could be tricked by all these people that act like, oh, Chicago is big bad wolves and all. No, it's just a bunch of ignorant people with guns. Stupid, slow people with guns. That's killing anybody, anything, like over the worst, the stupidest, silliest things. Not going to be able to stand toe to toe with nobody that's been trained to do their job. You're not trained. You're trained for Chicago. You're trained for when a target is not moving to do the thing. You know what I'm saying? A target that's moving like this, you're not going to be able to hit that. You're not. How many of y'all really been to the gun range in Chicago? The first time you shoot a gun probably and kill somebody is like the first time. That'll be the targets, be the people that's not going nowhere. You got the ups on them. He was caught lacking. So you win that. You win that battle. You win that fight. But somebody that's suited and booted, that got on all type of stuff with 100 guns hanging off of them with trucks and big old bombs and crazy stuff like that, man, y'all is insane, bro. So for whoever said that, bro, this for anybody in Chicago, but y'all need to understand we is different type of people. We a different type of breed. But don't get too big-headed where you think you're bigger than an army or bigger than the money that runs the world, man. You get what I'm saying? The president has all the money, all the resources, all the high top, everything. They're letting people do what they doing. They letting y'all kill each other like that. That's what they want y'all to do. You know what I'm saying? Trump saying he's gonna stand on business and do what he's gonna do and bring people out there. We gonna see. But if they do come, please do not think y'all gonna be ready to fight no army, no National Guard, because you niggas is not trained to prepare for that. Your little switch, your Draco, you got, it's not gonna be ready for that. You're not even gonna be able to be covered. You're not gonna have helmets. You're not gonna have. You niggas ain't got vests. You niggas is not bulletproof cars. You niggas is not got tanks. You niggas don't have the shit that the army got, gang. So if any nigga think they're gonna be able to go to war, Chicago, listen, we can't come together at a party, a birthday party for your niece and nephew. It's fuck your cousin, it's fuck everybody. So you think if Trump send them people together that Chicago's gonna say, let's fuck all the BD, GD, Vice Lords, the Stone, Latin King, Wars, and come together? You niggas can't come together for nothing. We can't come together for nothing. That's why we have the problem we have now. Can't get over nothing. Stuck in the same shit. Mindset, stuck in the same place. So you think y'all gonna be able to come together to go against the army or go against the National Guard, the people that got all the artillery, that got everything that's gonna be able to keep shooting? Your gun is gonna stop. You're gonna stop. It's gonna be over with. You're gonna stop. Your little stick, your little switch, that bitch gonna is over with. Then what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Y'all ass is crazy, gang. Don't ever think y'all gonna be able to stand toe to toe with the army, man. Like I said before, the army go run Africa. They run all these other lands and take over. Y'all didn't watch no war movies. Y'all didn't saw the war movies. When there's war over there, they're not winning, man. When the army come, if the army come from, let's say, our troops from the United States go to these other countries, then go over there and fuck them people up. You think they can't fuck us up? Fuck your own place, where they at, where they know, oh yeah, we got you. Man, knock it off, man. Knock it off. It's not gonna be a win-win. It's not gonna be a win at all, man. It ain't gonna be a win. You niggas is going. That's just like when the police come. When the police come, you run, right? When the police come, you're nervous, right? When the police come, you're scared, right? So don't act like y'all gonna be able to. When them people been at the corner and y'all see them people in them tanks or whatever, 100 cars coming, looking crazy, coming to each block and corner and all that, you niggas gonna tuck y'all tail. Y'all niggas is gonna run. Niggas gonna run in the house. And some niggas gonna act like they ain't even seen it. I've been in prison when it go up, you know, a riot happen. The niggas that do all that big mouthing and talking, guess where he be at? Oh, I was in the shower. Oh, I was on the bunker. I was on the phone. Oh, I was somewhere. I ain't even see it. That's what you niggas gonna do when them people come. When them people come to Chicago, it's not gonna go how y'all think it's gonna go.
Trump, do not send the National Guard to Chicago, gang. Do not, I repeat, do not do it. We are a different fucking breed out here, nigga. We are not Los Angeles, nigga. We are not Washington, D.C. This is Chicago. Them niggas go fight back. I'm telling you, them niggas go fight back, gang. Whatever. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. Them young niggas got switches, gang. They not going for that shit, bro. I know a bunch of y'all finna say, oh, it's the National Guard. They can't do anything about it. They must go in Chicago. Do y'all know that it's more bad people than good people, bro? There are over 100,000 gangs in Chicago by the city by itself, gang.
That poor silly young man. Don't do it to yourselves. Go sit down. There have been people talking about this, and I don't think they understand what we're talking about. The National Guard has military firepower. The typical Chicago gang member has what's called civilian illegal arms. Okay? These are not the same. Military firepower are like M4 combines, M249 light machine guns, M320 grenade launchers, precision rifles with optics and suppressors, high volume, accurate fire. Chicago gang members have handguns like 9mm pistols and Glocks, some AK-47s and AR-15 variants, limited ammo and no advanced sights. So I'd say, on the firepower alone, ding! Okay, heavy weapons. The U.S. National Guard has sniper rifles. They have crew-served M240 machine guns, anti-tank Javelin missiles, mortars, and even shoulder-fired rockets. Shoulder-fired rockets. Do the gang members in Chicago have heavy weapons? Maybe a few shotguns or sawed-off rifles, improvised explosives like pipe bombs. National Guard has armored Humvees, MRAPs, Bradley fighting vehicles, bulletproof vests, helmets, night vision gear for troops. Chicago gang members typically have unarmored cars, SUVs, basic body armor, if any, easily penetrated by military rounds. Bullets like this, man. Military bullets like this. Last thing I'm gonna get to here in this, because it's some we got a couple more. You guys, is this good? Should I keep going? We got a couple more categories. I don't want to lose anyone. Because I'm sure some of you are still not convinced. Let me keep going. Because some people are hard of hearing. Okay. You might not have considered this. You might have been in that group of people that are worried that the gang members are going to defeat the United States military. Okay. The U.S. National Guard has air support, Black Hawk helicopters for attack with Hellfire missiles, drones for surveillance strikes, Apache attack helos if escalated. Like, these are things, man, that I hope to God we never see used on U.S. soil, okay, against civilians. Okay, so air support for our National Guard. They got the Black Hawks, the Hellfire missiles, the drones, surveillance strikes. Okay, what do the gang members have? I'm sure they have something for air support. Weed and vape pens. Yeah, that's not air support. Yeah, you don't have anything to go in the air, sir. I know. I saw a trade today. I saw they had a drone or something. They had some young hopper up on the corner, like looking, and then he like telegraphed or called somebody or look out. That's not air support. That's a young kid with a cell phone, smartphone, fam. Cell phones. And when it comes to tech, look. So you have no aerial assets. Let's talk about technology. The National Guard, they have night vision, thermal imaging, encrypted comms, body cams, rapid medical evac, integrated with intel from satellites, drones, logistical supply chains. I don't mean no harm, man, and I ain't trying to go up against Chicago gangs. My old ass is fine right here behind this computer doing this content. But you know what? When it comes to support tech, you got cell phones, as in spotters that I just talked about, and no sustained ops, none. You have no statistical, logistical support whatsoever. Somebody like watching everything from the eye in the sky and telling people where to go and hide. You see the movies? That's based in reality. When it's like somebody, what room are they in? Or that room? Yeah, go 3 clicks this way, go 5 clicks. No one's telling the gang members where to go. You relying on third-hand information you got from some pipehead. And God bless him. Junebug was a great guy, but his information may be inaccurate. Okay? I know Toothless Leroy, who told you go 5 blocks this way, 3 blocks that way, and when you see a dog with 3 legs, make a right and then go downstairs. Like, I know he's reliable as far as pipeheads go, but that's not exactly what we would call support tech. Last thing, manpower, training. This is a big one here, young man. This is a big one. I know you said, man, we ain't like LA, we ain't like DC, we're a different breed, Yeah, dead. If you go up against the National Guard, you will be a different breed. You will be dead. You will be a ghost. We're a different breed. Row! We're a different breed. Be all up in heaven. We're a different breed. Hey, what happened? I was a different breed. Do you understand what I'm telling you, young man? Let's round this out and let's go to manpower, just so that we understand what we're talking about here. Think. The National Guard has manpower. What kind of manpower and training do they have? Well, they have thousands of trained soldiers with combat experience who are willing to die. They're willing to die for what they believe, which is the United States. And not only that, they know they can get recognized as a hero. They swore an oath. Their families, they get pensions. There's a lot to being a person in the military. They use coordinated tactics. They train soldiers with combat experience. Now, I went to the shooting range a couple times with combat experience. They don't hold their guns sideways. Hold it this way and look through a scope. They got snipers that can shoot from a football field away. They got coordinated tactics. They have rules of engagement and overwhelming numbers if needed. I don't want no smoke from no Chicago dudes, man. I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes. But come on, fam. Come on, fam. Gangs have dozens. They got street smarts, but no formal training. They got a high turnover rate due to arrest and death. And that's exactly what's going to happen if you go up against the National Guard. And I'm saying this from a place of love, bruh. I'm saying this from a place of compassion. You don't want this. This will be the biggest FAFO on record. The biggest FAFO ever. This, in fact, if Chicago gangs do anything at all to give the National Guard as much as a paper cut, all hell will rain down upon thee. Furious anger. I'm trying to tell you, I don't know the rest of the speech. And you will know I am love when I lay my vengeance upon thee. I'm just trying to tell you, fam. We start Pulp Fiction. You know how it go, fam. I'm trying to tell you, you don't want this. I'm not saying Chicago don't got some hitters, man. They gonna run, fam. And that's smart. That would be so smart. This no snitching. No, if you buck the National Guard, run. Don't care what people call you. Don't care if you lose your street cred. Run. Because if anybody shoots at the National Guard and they decide to engage, it will be catastrophic.
Yeah, and this is a lady that would consider herself, I'm guessing, independent, and she's not for either side, but she lives in the city, and she knows that the city is crazy. It's wild out there.
Ever wonder how Chicago got its name? The name comes from the Native American word Chickaqua, meaning wild onion or garlic, which grew in the area. French explorers adopted the term, and it eventually became Chicago. The name honors the land's natural history, from onions to skyscrapers. Chicago's name has deep roots in its history.
The Book of Proverbs, Chapter 2. Discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee, to deliver thee from the way of the evil man, from the man that speaketh froward things, who leave the paths of uprightness, to walk in the ways of darkness, who rejoice to do evil, and delight in the frowardness of the wicked, whose ways are crooked, and they froward in their paths, to deliver thee from the strange woman, even from the strange which flattereth with her words, which forsaketh the guide of her youth, and forgetteth the covenant of her God. For her house inclineth unto death, and her paths unto the dead. None that go unto her return again, neither take they hold of the paths of life, that thou mayest walk in the way of good men, and keep the paths of the righteous. For the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it. But the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and the transgressors shall be rooted out of it.
I'm out here picking wild onions in a ditch. Look at all this. It's really fantastic. Come in here. Work them out of the ground. Look at that. Look at that. Shallots.
This is crazy, man. This is crazy.